Buongiorno everybody! So I had a request to recreate Lily Collins's the look of Lily Collins, whatever, you get what I mean, that she wore to this year's Brit Awards. This is my little rendition of it. I really like this look. I love how it turned out. It's definitely wearable for like a date night or even to work or whatever you're doing. It's a really light eye look. You can take the lip a little bit lighter just to make it more wearable for every day, but I absolutely love how this look turned out. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, if you want to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. I'm having speaking problems today, can you tell? Alright, so first I'm going to take my Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This one's really nice because it'll give me that natural satiny matte finish that Lily has in this photo. So I'm just going to rub that onto my face with my finger puppets. And then as usual I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and blend that all in. Oh, so lovely. P.S. Sorry if this lighting is super weird today. It's like really dark and rainy outside. And I just really wanted to get a video out for you guys, so unfortunately there's no lovely sunlight to, you know, help with the glow and whatnot. Lily definitely has very highlighted under eyes. Like, it's pretty much just completely 100% flawless in this photo, so I'm obviously going to cake on my Bobbi Brown corrector. Oh yes, and I'm going in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, as always. And just pretty much putting that all over my deliciously red face. And taking the beauty blender once again and blending this all in. I got this mug at Chapters and it is so beautiful. They have like a whole table set out with like beautiful pottery from Thailand, and I love it. And I love this mug and I love my tea. Okie dokie, so now I'm going to take my MAC Painterly Paint Pot and prime up my eyeballs. Alright, and Lily Collins has very like wild and bushy, beautiful, large eyebrows, so what I'm actually going to do to keep it quite natural and a little bit more fluffy, for lack of a better word, so I'm going to go back with my MAC Mystery and Omega eyeshadows. I'm kind of going to mix the two, and her eyebrows start, like, they're a little bit deeper on the bottom, they're a little bit more sparse on the top, so what I'm going to do is just thicken the bottom of my eyebrows, and we'll see how that goes, see how it adds up to Miss Lily. I feel like Wolverine. So I think I'll just go right into the eyeshadow, because why not? I'm going to be using my Lorac Pro palette. Right now I'm using this NARS one. It doesn't actually have numbers on it, but it's just a little fluffy shader thing. I'm just going to mix the two shades here, white and cream, together, and that's going to be my brow highlight. And I'm also just kind of going to highlight all the way into the inner corner, because that's how she has it here. You can almost see in this particular photo the like, it's like a lighter swipe just from the brow bone to right here. Now that I've got my highlight on, I'm actually going to go in with my little Inglot Freedom System palette and use this little three-tiered eyeshadow here. It's kind of like the perfect eyeshadow trio for smoky eyes, and she's just got a really, really light smoky eye going on, so I don't want to do anything too crazy and dark. Okay, so with this Inglot palette, I'm just going to take the lightest shade in this trio with the MAC 217 brush, and I'm just packing this guy super lightly all over my lid. This is just a nice light brown shade to kind of help transition all of the other shades that we're going to be using, which there isn't going to be that many, so don't worry about it. Okay, then we're going to take the medium shade in the same 217 brush and just dot that in a little bit, and we're just kind of going to go just outside of the lash line and just kind of fluff it into the lighter transition shade. Just giving us a little bit more depth to the eye. Okay, then we're going to take this Beauté Chisel Blender brush and the darkest shade in this trio, and we're just going to go right along the lash line. I can't decide if I want to use black yet. She's got really thick and very black coated eyelashes, and it doesn't look like she's got much black eyeshadow on there, so I'm going to try the dark kind of grayish brown first, and then we'll see if we need to add black after. But I'm just going to take this right along my lash line. So in person, when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, it's definitely showing very dark, but in the light and probably in the camera, it's not going to show up as dark. So I am going to go back into the Lorac Pro palette and take the black shade with a MAC 219 pointed pencil paint brush, whatever it's called. And I'm just going to try and go as close to the lash line as possible with this eyeshadow. And I'm going to go back with our 217 brush, and I'm just going to blend that out to give it a really, really soft, smoky look. Alrighty then, so now we're going to go back in with this e.l.f. small precision brush and go back with the middle shade from the Inglot palette, and we're just going to line our lower lash line with that guy. And then take our MAC 219 brush and line just the outer half with a little bit of the same black shade from the Lorac, I can't say that word, from the Lorac palette. Lorac. Blah, 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 blah. Why do I struggle so much saying that word? Lorac. Lorac. I'll just say it like I'm a GPS every time from now on. Now go back into the Lorac Pro palette. Alright, and just for a really pretty light sparkle, take this Jet Couture pressed pigment from MAC and a really fluffy brush. This is the MAC 224, just so that we're not laying down too much. So I'm just going to swirl that into the pigment and just kind of lightly dust that over top of the lid. So that's giving me the little bit of sparkle, but it's not messing with any of the eyeshadows that we put on. Alright, and in her waterline, she's got kind of like a taupey gray color going on. So I am going to take the Rimmel Kohl Kajal in, well, the shade taupe. And I'm just going to line my waterline with this. There goes the eyeballs. Oh! Alright, so then I'm going to go in with my Lancome Hypno Star mascara and just like pack on the coats, you guys. Her lashes are insane in this photo, so beautiful. So I'm just gonna layer and layer and layered on. Layered on? Layered on. Alana is not speaking today. Bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna skip through this and we'll be back after the mascara is applied. Alright, so I've packed on as much mascara as I possibly can, so now I'm going to do a little bit of contouring, and I'm actually taking the MAC Maleficent Sculpting Powder color. Sorry that this isn't available really anymore, but I want a really gray toned contour, and she's got like a really strong contour here, a little bit of blush, and then that's about it for the face. So I'm just taking my Real Techniques contouring brush and just making that pretty defined. Okay, and then I'm going to try and slim my nose down just to be like Lily's in this photo. So I'm going to take the same contouring shade and this Beauté Chisel Fluff brush. It's just a small little fluffy brush. And she's got her, like, it almost looks like they've contoured on her nose a little bit. And it goes right up to the brow line here and straight back down. So I'm going to try and make that pretty chiseled like this. Same Real Techniques contouring brush and just kind of fluff that out a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to take just the littlest bit of this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Blissful and just dot that just so lightly above where we did the contouring. She honestly barely has any blush on, so just the tiniest little bit for a little hint of color. Now it's time for that bold lip. Oh damn, she's got like a plummy burgundy glossy lip going on, so I'm going to start out with the MAC Vino lip liner and line my lips, fill it in just a little bit with them. She's got a smaller upper lip and a larger lower lip, so I'm going to try and duplicate that a little bit. Don't mind me, I can't speak while I'm doing lip liners, so I'm just gonna just get right into it. Alright, so then I'm digging into my MAC palette and taking the shade Diva with this Real Techniques detailer brush. And I'm just gonna load up the brush with the color and just paint that on. And so because her lips are so perfectly defined, what I'm going to do is take this MAC, I think this is the 228, it's just a small brush, any small brush, angle brush, whatever. I'm going to take my Studio Finish concealer and I'm just going to go along the lip. Just to really perfectly shape it. And finally, to give this lip the glossy look that she's got going on, I'm going to take the Malin Goetz Mojito Lip Balm. This one came in one of our Ipsy bags. It's just a liquid lip balm, so I'm going to take the same detailer brush from Real Techniques and just put this on the lip. And that gives the lip its beautiful glossy texture. So that completes the tutorial on this look, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you do end up recreating this look and if there are any other looks that you would like me to do in the future. As always, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!